Today's video guys, we are going to discuss about frames per second or yung tinatawag na FPS sa mga cameras nyo. So nandito na tayo guys sa Premiere Pro and so trim lang natin. So what is up guys, welcome back to the vlog. It's your boy Jinboy back again with another video guys. So kumusta kayo guys? I hope everyone is safe, di ba, during this pandemic guys. But anyway guys, if bago kayo dito sa channel, welcome kayo dito guys. And please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell as well para maging updated kayo sa mga future release natin dito sa channel. But anyway guys, for today's video, we are going to discuss about frames per second or yung tinatawag na FPS sa mga cameras nyo and how it plays an important role guys in achieving a great quality slow motion effect. So, kung nagtataka kayo guys, if you tried to edit a video clip that you shot using a phone or a DSLR camera, and if you edit it in Adobe Premiere Pro or maybe sa mga editing apps nyo sa phone, if you try to apply the slow motion effect guys, minsan nakaka-experience kayo ng output na parang laggy siya or yung parang nag-hang or meaning hindi smooth yung slow-mo effect niya. And the reason behind that guys is possibly sa FPS niyan or frames per second na nakaset sa mga cameras nyo or DSLRs nyo guys. So when you are shooting guys, if kung nagsushoot na kayo guys ng mga videos nyo, there are different kinds of FPS that you can set. So the very basic one guys is the 24 frames per second followed by 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second, 120 frames per second, or even may mga higher pa, but it is expected guys na the higher the FPS the camera has, nagiging expensive siya, no? So it will be either an expensive phone or an expensive DSLR camera. So ano nga ba guys ang pagkakaiba ng mga FPS na to and how it plays an important role guys in achieving a slow motion effect? So let's discuss guys the 24 frames per second, no? So yung 24 frames per second guys, meaning when you shot the video and you set it to 24 frames per second, meaning sa bawat segundo niyan guys, meaning per second, it slices the 1 second into 24 frames. So meaning for example guys, if I have a video guys like this one and gaganon ako guys, let's say this one is 1 second already, 1, then pag ginamit ko yung 24 frames per second guys, this will be sliced into 24 frames. So 1, 2, 3, 4 hanggang aabot ng 24 yung last na position dito, which is 1 second. Now imagine guys, if I use the 60 FPS which is 60 frames per second, so sa 1 second na gaganon ako, it will be sliced into 60 frames, which is more slow-mo guys ang dating kumpara sa 24 frames na na-sliced yung frame sa 1 second. Na-gets nyo? Kumbaga kung ito yung 1 second, it will be sliced into 24 frames, and if ginamit yung 60 FPS guys, it will be sliced into 60 frames, which is very slow yung movement ng frame hanggang umabot siya sa 60 FPS. How much more guys kung 120 FPS yung ginamit nyo? So meaning very slow mo siya. So now guys, I will show you the difference guys in Adobe Premiere Pro kung ano nga ba ang pinagkakaiba ng 24 frames sa 60 frames per second, or let's say 30 frames to 60 frames. Now let's jump in right sa timeline guys to see the difference side by side. So nandito na tayo guys sa Premiere Pro and I've already prepared my clips guys, no? So nag-video ko kanina ng isang 23 frames and isang 60 frames to differentiate guys kung anong difference ng dalawa when it comes to slow motion guys. And syempre hopefully at the end of this tutorial or quick comparison guys, makompare natin kung ano yung mas better na FPS na you should apply or you should look sa mga cameras nyo na type of setting para ma-achieve ang isang great slow motion effect or quality slow motion sa mga videos now. So let's try first dragging the 23 frames per second, or the 20 FPS frames na that I shot. So trim lang natin. Wag nyo lang akong pansinin guys na ano na yun, nagkakatawa yung clip na yun. Anyway, let's drag also the 60 FPS. Trim din natin kagaya ng movement. Okay, isang dito lang. So apply so we will apply slow motion in both clips guys. So first we apply it sa 23 frames per second. So apply lang natin speed and duration. Let's make it 40. Usually ito ang ina-apply na speed percentage sa mga slow-mo, but if you have a greater FPS such as 120, you can lower it down pa. But in this example, we just go with 40%. Then let's apply optical flow. So ayun na. And also for the 60 FPS, we also apply the same settings. Speed and duration 40. Then let's apply optical flow. Now patungin lang natin silang dalawa just to compare. So now let's start guys with the 60 frames per second, and I will just toggle this visibility sa track para makita din natin yung 23 frames, bali sabay sila, no? So we can just switch while the two clips are running, no? So this one is ang sa 60 FPS guys. So let's see. So as you can see guys, smooth siya. Now let's try to check the 23 FPS. So as you can see guys, medyo laggy siya compared to 60 FPS. So 60 FPS siya, mas smooth yung dating niya. Again, let's do it again guys. This is 60 FPS. Switch to 23 FPS. Again, 60 FPS, 23 FPS. So nakita nyo guys yung difference, no? So sa 60 FPS, marami siyang frames kasi na magagawa sa isang second compared to a 23 frames na shot na in 1 second 23 slices of frames lang ang nakakaya niya, which is the reason why na parang lagi siya, no? As you can see, for the last time, that is 23 FPS. We switch to the 60 FPS. Nakita nyo, mas slow mo, mas smooth yung dating niya. So yun na nga guys, I hope you have learned something today guys, no? I'm not sure if I presented it well, but yeah, I hope that at the end of this video guys, you will now start looking in your cameras or in your cell phones guys, the right settings in achieving a slow motion effect, no? Particularly in selecting the type of FPS that you will choose in every shot na you will make in the future guys. So for example, if you want to achieve a slow motion effect guys sa isang scene, then you must consider FPS guys, and try to see in your phones or in your DSLRs if merong available na 60 FPS or higher than that. Pero kung mga dialogue lang guys, like for example, two people talking to each other, no, hindi naman kailangan na dapat slow-mo. No, you can use 23 frames per second. No need to jump Kasi guys, the higher the FPS guys, the higher rin yung consumption ng memory sa mga DSLR or camera, sa mga DSLR and even sa iPhones nyo or any kind of phone. So, dapat alam nyo kung anong type of FPS you will choose in every shot. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Syempre, don't forget to hit thumbs up if you have learned something, and hit nyo na rin yung notification bell guys. And I see you guys on the next one. Peace. Thank you. Let's go.